Okay, on 3, 2, 1. Well, Happy New Year's, everybody, from House 6. Our last episode of the year. We are going to wrap up things up, and we're also going to talk about how excited we are for 2023. But first, let's meet the crew. And every year we do movies resolution. So what we're going to do for this next year, movie related. So we'll talk about, I want you guys to talk about if you accomplished 2022 and then give us your 2023 resolution. So Alex, why don't you kick us off and tell us yours?
Well, as of recording, it is the 26th, so I still have a little bit of time, but I don't think I'm going to get to it. It was Clerks, and then I think there was something else I don't remember, but whatever. We'll see. I don't know. And then my resolutions for this year are weird. One's Blazing Saddles.
Yes!
My uncle's been telling me to watch that for about a decade.
True.
And haven't done it, but I think it's free on something now, so maybe I'll do that.
I think it's on Netflix.
I have a physical copy if you want.
Okay, well, there you go. If we...
it's me.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I think that's one I actually want to watch. Oh, I talked about before the podcast about how that Clerks, like I know that people like it, but it's a resolution I wasn't like jump into the chance to watch. So I think that this year I want to do something I want to watch. So that's why I put that. And then I also put John Wick 3 because I still haven't watched it and I need to watch it. Especially because the fourth one's coming out, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
this is true.
So yeah, that's mine.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Jared, what do you got for us?
Last year I was going to watch 30 horror movies from around the world. I only did 20.
Slacker.
I got burnt out towards the end, like around Halloween time.
Oh,
And I just wanted like Christmas movies, yes.
What was your favorite movie from what country?
It's probably the South Korean movie called Bedeviled. It's probably the best.
is it about eggs?
Huh?
About eggs?
No, it's about sadness.
Bedeviled you eggs.
This year I'm going to watch, because I never watch them, but when I do, I really like them. I'm going to watch 10 documentaries.
Ooh,
Because that's
nice.
probably my least viewed movies.
That's a good idea.
Sweet.
good idea.
Should try Curiosity Stream.
I'm not going to try them.
Have you seen Wild Wild Country?
Mm-hmm.
It's a documentary. I've only seen like probably 4 documentaries, but I really liked it.
Mhm.
You should check it out. It's on Netflix.
Well, that's the first one.
It's so good, dude.
It's one of the 4 that he's watched.
It's about a cult in California
Oh, nice.
in the 70s.
Cults are nice.
There's a lot of those in the
Sounds
70s.
Colts are good. We like Colts here.
All right. For me, I said I was going to watch Speed Racer. I still haven't watched Speed Racer. It's like as soon as I put that on my list, they took it off all streaming.
I think Ben has it physically.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
I do.
Oh, he's like a rental store.
Tom, I'm going to trade this one in.
No, you can't have 3 at the same time.
You never brought back that one.
Like, that one's reserved.
No, I've had one for a while. Although it was unsolicited.
You need to make us little membership cards.
I do. And it's like, there are late fees.
That would be funny, but it's like a back scratch or something.
You just revived the rental industry.
I did. Yeah.
You started brick and
Amongst the
mortar.
House 6, it's like, yes.
Okay, and then my backup was actually to see a movie with all you guys, and we still didn't do that. So I'm going to use that as my backup for 2023 again. But my main goal this year is to watch 3 silent movies. I've only seen like a handful of silent movies, so I don't know which ones I'm going to watch first, or which ones I'm going to watch, but I'll have to do some research on that. So that's mine.
Nice.
I'm sorry, real quick. I forgot. Wild Wild Country is a show. It's like 6 episodes, so
Oh,
that
I
might not
can't do
count.
that,
So
yeah.
yeah, sorry.
It's out.
You should watch it anyway, though.
So following through the not tradition, the help
Theme?
The theme. I failed mine too. But mine is also way harder than everyone else's. So I'm going to try this year again. I'm going to go see Lord of the Rings. I think they only do Fellowship of the Ring live with the live orchestra, but it was in Ohio this year, and it was in July. And I don't remember why. I was like, that's
And
not.
no one wants
I was like,
to
that-
go to Ohio.
July.
I was like, that's not going to happen this year. So that's the plan this year is to actually do that.
They need this in San Antonio.
That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
we could all go.
That'd be nice.
That'd be very dope. So that's mine.
That's a fun city to see movies in for some reason. But
Never seen a movie there.
really, it's an experience.
You're an experience.
Anyway. Oh, wait, we got Joseph Espy Festival.
Never see them.
Oh, well.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to present 2 options. I don't know which would be the best option. So
What
one,
was your last year?
oh sorry, last year was I was going to see a foreign film movie every week. I kind of did it until we took a very prolonged break, and then I just didn't keep track of the movies I watched for that long period of time because I had like I don't know how many I had like 60 movies or something like that for my list, and I cut out like a lot of them. So I did though for the times that we were counting keep up with that. So kind of the theme of Michael's thing is like kind of failed, kind of succeeded. So there you go. So I have two options for the new resolution. One is to do a movie from a recommendation from you guys once every podcast, like going down the list. So I got two options. One is to see a movie from recommendation from all of y'all, like throughout-
Every single podcast?
yes.
Oh my.
That's alarming.
That's a lot of. I don't know. Do you have enough movies to you haven't seen?
Well, it's not even just that, but it's like, hey, watch this and tell us what you think about it, type thing. Like,
Okay.
it can be a movie I've seen or we've seen together, whatever. I don't care. Or since the whole resolution thing is, I do a movie every time I go work out and I go on the treadmill. I like to watch movies. Is have a movie I've watched on the treadmill.
That's not a bad idea.
Which one do you guys?
Treadmill tales.
Treadmill movies?
Yeah.
Treadmill cinema?
You could
That sounds
combine
fun.
them.
Huh?
You could combine them.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
You should watch just movies where people run
Yeah.
on the treadmill. It's like all running themed
It's
movies.
just that 20-minute scene of Forrest Gump like throughout the year. Okay, well, I'll do that. I'll do treadmill cinema for the year. So
Nice.
I like treadmill tales.
treadmill tales.
It's alliteration.
Thomas Tales
Alliteration.
treadmill tales.
That's fantastic.
All right. If you want to follow us, do that on Instagram.com/Hell6MoviePodcast. We got Twitter.com/Hell6MoviePod. We are on YouTube and Rumble, so check us out there. That's good stuff. We're gonna have some of our other stuff on there, like Jared's hosted show. That's Good Anime. Any updates on that, Jared?
No, continue.
Yeah, so we're gonna should be getting a lot of content this year. That's what our main focus is going to be on. So hopefully that makes you guys happy. So subscribe and share anywhere you get our stuff. So with that said, why don't we jump right into it with our movie list? How do you guys want to do this? You want to go each one do 10 to 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just start and do a circle. So why don't
Please don't say it like that.
Please say it like that again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alex, you want to go first, or Thomas, you want to go first? Doesn't matter. Fight.
Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And then
Then go. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Come on, you didn't do it right.
Alex, start us off.
Then go.
That's what
okay.
it is.
All right.
That's what it
There you go.
Okay. Thomas
started.
Oh, okay. Starting at 10, going up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for
Up or
number
down?
10, I have RRR as my number 10. This movie was just the movie of movies and the king of movies.
And it's at 10.
Yeah, it's just. I haven't seen it again yet, but I want to watch it again. And I think I want to watch it with all of y'all. Is
That'd be pretty funny.
is
It'd be fun.
the time I really want to watch it. I do think it's funny that movie kind of made its way through the podcast.
Yeah.
All of us kind of like took a small interest in it, even though we all suggested it. We're like, whatever. But then we heard something about it on the outside. Like, I should probably watch that. And we're like, it's just a great movie. And so yeah, that's my number 10.
Did you end up watching that one?
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
yet.
that's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
So if you don't leave Friday, maybe
That's
we
the
should plan a
movie.
thing.
That's the movie we need to see together.
All right, my number 10 was Apollo 10.5.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, did you not go through 2022's movies?
I did.
Oh, man.
I missed some.
Can't use Google, don't know how to use it.
Just immediately jumped down my throat.
Yeah, that was just such a such a surprising charm of a movie. Like just a delightful. I really want to make my dad watch it. He would love that
Yeah,
movie.
he would love it.
But yeah, not much more to say about that. The art was at first so put offish, but then I was like totally in whenever we got going on it. But yeah, good story, good art, good fun time.
A quick note about that art. Like,
Yeah.
there's a YouTuber, Joel something, that uses that art, like rotoscoping a lot. It's like ugly. It like makes me sick, but I can't stop watching it.
See the one that does like those NPC videos and those. That's an ugly channel, but it's a lot of fun.
All right, so usually I use my number 10 for the worst movie of the year. This movie is probably not the worst movie I saw this year, but it's definitely the most disappointing movie, and that is going to be Thor: Love and Thunder. I think
We all go,
I think this is the movie we all saw where we're like, Marvel might be in some trouble here.
That was the first big sign.
Yeah, it had Christian Bale, and it still couldn't save it. It had Taika Waititi. Just not a good movie and not fun. Not fun at the theater. So that's my number 10.
No love.
I've got some like
Why
just like bad feeling in my throat that wants to come out when I think of that movie.
Why'd you give Alex so much attitude with Taika?
Because he always
get on his
criticizes
He always says Tika Waititi.
Taco was
Taco Wataru.
Tikka masala.
Kun Matata.
Tiki So if you know me at all, my number 10 was an obvious choice. I had to put it on my list. I don't know if I even like it this much, but I had to. It was Sonic 2.
Of course.
They introduced Knuckles, and I love Knuckles as a character. And it was just awesome seeing like Sonic and Knuckles on screen. So that was my number 10.
I thought about putting it on mine, but I did it.
Didn't cross my mind.
My number 10 is Nope.
Interesting, really.
What do you mean? That it's even on the list?
Yeah.
Oh,
Surprised.
yeah, I really liked it.
Okay.
It's, some imagery really sticks with me in that movie. Like whenever the alien is like raining blood down on the house.
Yeah, that was very
That's
cool.
so dope. There's not much to say. It's a very, very good movie.
Fair enough.
T.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Mad God. It's that stop motion
I wanted to see that.
horror fest of a movie that I watched. Still got the poster. I still need to get it framed because I don't want to just put it on my wall. Like, it's a pretty cool poster.
You're an adult now. Like
I know,
you're not
right?
using thumbtacks anymore.
I'm over 30. It's like I only have one poster that has thumbtacks. But
That's on my ceiling when I look up what I'm saying.
it's a picture of Halle Berry.
It's my waifu.
Yeah, it's just it was a bonkers movie, like even more bonkers than RRR. I'm really, really glad I just kind of walked into it completely blind, and it's still one of the if it ever comes out in physical copy, I'm going to immediately get it. But right now, it's kind of I think it's still exclusively on Shudder, and so I can get it like a Shudder subscription, but I would really rather just own this one because it's one that I would love to add to my collection. So yeah, that's all mine.
Fair enough. My number 9 was your number 10, RRR. Because, like you said, very just a surprise, a absolute roller coaster. I'm not sure if I do want to watch it again, but I will watch it if we watch it together.
That's the thing is I want to watch it with
Yeah,
people.
to experience that kind of thing. Because obviously I did watch together, so it wasn't just individually. But yeah, it's just such a wild freaking ride.
Such a sexy,
Bizarre,
sexy man.
so hot, and
He's
so
a very attractive man.
Sexy
but
man.
so fun and so ridiculous.
One of my favorite takeaways still from that movie is when he like fights off that entire crowd, and it's one of those moments where I think I'm watching it, I'm like, maybe it is possible to fight 100 people all by yourself.
I gotta try that.
with just a bamboo cane. That's all you need.
Because like it's ridiculous, but at the same time, I'm like, he's moving well, and maybe I could do it.
He is getting hit. It's not like he's invincible.
I buy it. I mean,
I'd buy it.
He is the fire of the nation.
That movie just missed out on my list. It was like 11 or 12 or
Oh,
something.
okay.
what was your 10? No.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, but that was my number 9.
All right, my number 9 is my best sci-fi movie of the year, and it is Nope.
Okay.
I like it's a movie I probably not too excited to revisit, but for the moment, I think it was a really good popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Good movie to see at the theater. So that it reminded me of kind of a Spielberg-y and his old stuff like Jaws and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like Jaws mixed with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So that was my number 9. Jared?
My number 9 is The Menu. It's still fresh in my mind, so I don't know if I can put it any higher. But it was one of the biggest surprises of the year. I remember seeing the trailer, and I wasn't completely sold on it. But after seeing it, it was both funny, cool food stuff that Alex hates, and I really enjoyed it. That was a good popcorn movie too.
Technically, mine were fish and chips, but
It's such a food
Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Here we go. That's me.
I just had popcorn in the movie. I felt completely inadequate. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no.
I had a burger. That's how on point I was in that movie.
Yeah, I know.
Well before the scene. My number 9 is The Bad Guys. Yeah, there's not much to say about this movie. It's just very fun. If you haven't, have you all seen it?
Mm-mm.
I was going to. It's on
Oh my
Peacock.
gosh.
It's on Peacock, so I want to watch it.
so
You
good.
guys. It's very
So
fun. Just a
Well, that
very
could be your first
very fun
suggestion for
Could
Treadmill
be.
Cinema.
could be.
So,
Treadmill
Treadmill
Cinema.
Tales.
There's a lot of running, not
There's a
physically, but there's a lot of running for people.
Yeah.
On the
It would be
run.
on theme on many layers. Yeah, great movie. I can't remember who voiced the wolf, but he's really good.
Sam Rockwell.
That's who it was.
Even I knew that.
So good.
Even he knew that.
Even
we
y'all,
knew that.
we knew
He knew
this.
that.
We didn't even see
It's
that.
not even on our list.
Yeah.
My number 8 is Apollo 10.5.
Nice.
Kind of went through a spoiler alert for my watch list for next time. I kind of went through a Richard Linklater go through, and I rewatched Apollo 10.5 too, and I love this movie. Like, this movie was really it was so charming. And
Wouldn't that be 21?
what?
You said Paul 10.5 too, and I was like, there's us.
Sorry. But yeah, this movie's it's great. I love Jack Black's narration. Like, it just makes
I forgot.
it just makes the movie, and I could just watch a rotoscope documentary about Houston in the 60s like all day. I mean, it's just
That's how all documentaries should be.
in
this
honestly
form.
it's so, the thing I loved about it most, it just felt very honest about, like, they didn't really like dress it up like, oh, it was better back in the day. It's like, yeah, it was fun back in the day. Still had challenges back in the day, like just living was like a challenge, but it's
Living is still a challenge, dude.
living is still a challenge. But it was very charming and very honest. I really liked it a lot. So that's my number 8.
My number 8 was, I think I'm the only one that saw this, The Good Nurse with, is it, who's the lady in that? Why am I blanking on her name?
I didn't see it.
Is it
It's the only one you have.
No, this is one with Eddie Redmayne and,
Lily Collins?
I want to say
Oh.
Jessica Chastain, but I think it's the other one that they look alike.
Mm.
The
Bryce
Good
Howard?
Nurse.
Bryce-
It might be
I was
Bryce
gonna
Dallas
say
Howard.
Mm.
Oh, good lord, that's a good
That's
doctor.
a good doctor.
It is Jessica.
Jessica Chastain. Okay, yeah. So this is the
One of them redheads.
This is the one based on a true story, and
Yeah.
the only reason this wasn't higher because I think this is one of the most well done movies I saw this year, like story wise, pace wise, and everything. But it's just not a happy movie. It's just like and then it just goes. It's very,
Yuck, yuck.
it's a very, but it's not a yuck yuck movie.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's just like, it's dark. I mean, the whole movie's gray. Like, that's just what what you're getting to when you see the poster or the trailer. You're like, oh, it's the whole thing's gray. You're like, oh, this is just a morose, kind of everyone's struggling movie, and then you just psychopaths going around. You have, like, I don't want to spoil it because I think it is worth watching. So yeah, this is my number 8.
All right, my number 8 is the best period piece I saw, and sometimes period pieces just encapsulate that decade where they were made, and just so impactful. Like, it just places you there, like you're in the moment. And that movie was Weird Al Yankovic.
I knew it.
Oh wait, I was like, I'm not sure where this is going. No way.
I was like, this is a bit. Oh, he's lining us up for a
That's
bit.
not
Like,
genuine.
He's not genuine at
He's lining up
all.
for a joke. He's talking about older stuff and he's looking right at me. It's Weird Al.
Yeah, so the Weird Al movie, funny movie. We all enjoyed it. Just a fun time. The jokes on point. So
We were trying to describe that movie to my dad last night, to my parents. Because my dad apparently was at a blackjack table in Las Vegas one time. He's waiting for a seat to open up. Finally, a seat opens up. He walks up and a bodyguard blocks him. And Weird Al sits in front of him. He was like, come on, man.
Wow.
I've been waiting for ages. But my dad was laughing pretty hard at the stories we were telling about the movie.
Now I hate Weird Al because he.
My dad's still on the blackjack
Maybe
table.
he didn't know. And he didn't necessarily make it sound like the guard was like, no.
Yeah.
Like they just walked
You
up
just
before.
blocked the way
okay.
to him getting, but who knows? It's more fun if you think he just like
It's
shove
true,
you
yeah.
inside.
Weird Al's like, back off, Brooks!
Jared?
All right, my number 8 is Metal Lords.
Nice. Oh, that came out
That
this year.
was so close.
So
it was
close.
literally on my list, and then it got bumped. I was like, dang it.
I mentioned it on my watch list, but I was kind of a metalhead when I was a teenager, still kind of am. And this movie really encapsulated that with this one kid.
So good.
And he was great in this movie. But yeah, it was just a really good movie. I enjoyed it. It was music based and the music was metal, so it was awesome.
Can't kill the metal.
He's so
The metal
edgy.
lives on.
That main kid's awesome.
So good.
My number 8 is also Weird Al.
Oh.
If I was doing a list like Joe's, it would be the most enjoyable movie I've seen this year because it's just a total delight. Yeah, not much to say.
Fair enough.
So we're on number 7.
Well, the opposite of delight and joyful, my number 7 is Shoah. Is that documentary about
Oh, the 10-hour
10-hour documentary about the Holocaust. Still probably the hardest movie I've ever had to watch. Like I said, like the runtime didn't bother me at all. Like I've watched entire seasons of something and just like didn't care. But I had to like physically like take breaks between the discs. I just couldn't do it all in one setting. And like I said, it's probably like the most important movie I watched.
More than Weird Al.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. Tiny just beats it out.
Just a small bit.
Just beats it out. But yeah, this movie was fantastic, and I think everybody needs to see it. So
It's in my room. I'm gonna watch it.
True. Going back to fun and goofiness, The Bad Guys was my number. What are we on now? 7. I didn't number these. I just have them. in
it's
order.
number 1.
But yeah, it's just like the art style will blow your freaking mind when you watch this movie. It's wild how good it looks.
And from the trailer, it didn't.
It
look
really
that
didn't.
great.
It didn't at all. But it's
Crazy.
it's like that kind of next level. Not as much as Spider-Verse, but it feels next level of an animation style. And you're like,
Yeah.
whoa! And then
I've heard it looks like it's from like a children's book.
it looks like
almost
it looks like that. It looks like if you took Looney Tunes and just upgraded it times 10, and it's just like so like semi-realistic looking with things like I don't know. It's just-
But what most of it is, in my opinion, is it's not the visual, I guess, fidelity you would say. Like it's not like Pixar's like amazing, I guess, quality visuals. It's the design
yeah.
of it, like the way that they move. They do like in animation like anticipation and all that type of stuff really well, and I don't know. Yeah, the design of it's very good.
Yeah, the character's great. The story's super fun. So great movie.
Yeah,
very surprising.
Nice. So my number 7 is actually my favorite animated movie this year, and that's Apollo 10.5: The Space
Very
Race.
nice.
Man.
I'm surprised that was on somebody's list. I thought I was the
Apparently,
only one.
I need to use Google.
I love the movie too. It showed the 60s. It's a period piece, and it just gets kids right. I think just how funny they are. And
Yeah.
just,
The sibling chemistry in that is still one of the
Oh,
best I've ever
what
seen.
was that?
The
Yeah,
Red
Ice
Rover-
Cream
The
Shop?
ice cream shop, yeah.
Oh,
The Red Rover game cracked me up so much. We can
Oh,
play.
yeah.
This one broke their arm. They wouldn't let us play that. It's like,
right, Jared, number 7.
My number 7 was probably one of the biggest surprises I get. I just really enjoyed it. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent,
I should have watched
the
that.
Nick Cage movie. It's just their dynamic between him and Pedro Pascal is just awesome. He's so adorable in that movie, Pedro Pascal. Just
Honestly,
geeking out on Nicolas Cage.
Joseph just could have played that character.
I know.
Like it could have just been a whole swap out.
But I really enjoy. I'm glad I saw it in theaters. That was my number.
number 7.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a-
My number 7 is Avatar. We have water. Sorry, Joseph. Yeah, I mean, we just talked about this. There's not much to say.
Yeah, we don't have to talk
It
about it
was. It was. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't. That's one where I didn't feel the runtime at all. But this was
Spider.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My number 7 is Apollo 10.
Spider.
I freaked out for a second. I was like, where?
Tom was like, "Oh, please don't say that."
No, Thomas, this spider is worse than real spiders. All right, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Elvis.
Very nice.
Rewatched that just for the fun of it. Like I'm not even gonna put my watch list. I just wanted to watch it again. That was a great performance by Austin Butler. I'm pretty sure he's going to get at least nominated this year. I don't think he's going to win.
I don't know. I think he wins.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was so
I got-
in depth.
I got something else to say about that one later. But
Daniel Radcliffe.
Dude, that'd be so surreal if you won.
I do like at the end of Weird Al is that did you watch the end of the credits?
No, did I?
I think we did.
So at the end of the credits, like, this is a brand new song. This Oscar is technically available for being nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I saw the first ending where he like burst out of the ground.
but technically, the song that he wrote for the end credits of the Weird Al movie is eligible for an Oscar.
Oscar, nice.
But anyway, Elvis, it was great. Performance was amazing. The actual movie was really, really good. I'm not a huge fan of Baz Luhrmann. How do you say his name? I don't like Moulin Rouge.
But Romeo and Juliet.
really? No,
Romeo plus Juliet.
That movie is terrible.
You don't like Moulin Rouge? Interesting. I mean, there's definitely parts I don't like in Moulin Rouge.
There's one scene I like in Moulin Rouge, and that's the Russian Roxanne and the interpretive dance scene. But that's about the only thing I like about that movie. Anyway,
What
liked
about-
it.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what about when Ewan McGregor's on that ladder and starts singing Sound of Music?
No,
What?
not at all.
Interesting.
Anyway.
I haven't seen the movie, but that sounds like Thomas's wet dream.
It's not. Your turn.
All right, my number 6 is going to upset everyone except Alex. Avatar 2, Way of Water.
I'm surprised it's actually so low.
Wow.
If I can give my quick thoughts on it, because I missed the podcast last time. Just real quick. Before I say that, I did listen to our last podcast, and while I disagree with most of your points, Joseph did crack me up more than anyone else. He made me laugh so hard. I agree the story is nothing to write home about, but I'm a sucker for the technology. Like, that's why I love the first one so much. I did rewatch the first one. It's definitely lowered in ranking for me. But like the technology and like how the visuals of it look so cool. I love the world they're in, and so like. And I love that idea of like learning a new culture. So whenever they went, like Alex said in the podcast, he's like, I didn't realize they were different people, the water people, teal and everything. And so when they went to learn their ways in that kind of like almost video gamey level up system where you have to go learn a whole new world, I love that stuff. So that really spoke to me. I liked that there were actual characters in this movie. Like, well, one, Spider's terrible. He's trash. The youngest daughter's a freaking idiot. Like, so dumb. But the rest of the characters I actually really liked. I like their progression. And it's a very like symmetrically satisfying movie. And I'm trying to remember exactly all the examples of that. So like with the mom not liking Spider and then her coming up to that ending piece where, you know, she had as a knife point. It's like has a circle moment where that comes in. There was another thing where, I mean, the stupid thing where he says solely stick together, that was dumb. I agree with that, where they're all lying down. But there were a lot of things that they mentioned in the beginning and then they full circle changed or it became to fruition or whatever in the end. And there's a lot of that in this movie. So I find that very satisfying. I don't know why. But anyway, very pretty movie. Like characters, stories, whatever. And I cannot believe they brought the army guy back. Like, we were rewatching it. Alex is laughing his head off while we're rewatching it. And I'm like, this guy's an idiot. He's so much worse than I remember him being.
Awesome.
And then
Everything
they brought him back and then they didn't kill him. I was like, please don't save him. Please don't save him. Spider, you're going to be worse. You're going to be worse. And Spider's worse. But yeah, but I did very much enjoy it. It is one like opposite of you, Joseph. I didn't like, I was like 3/4 through. I'm like, wow, I don't feel like I'm not waiting for the end. Like I'm just enjoying it.
But I've been in movies that even I would enjoy and I was tired and it made it so much worse. So
Yeah.
I do get that.
Yeah.
Like being miserably tired in a movie sucks.
But yeah, so that was my number 6.
Who has the
I
harpoon now?
Those, they were so dumb. You guys had great points on the whale stuff. Although I did think that whale scene was very impactful.
Yeah.
I thought it was well done, even though he's very environmentally throw it in your face. But I thought it was a really well done scene. But
Very uncomfortable.
very.
So my theory is James Cameron, he was going to make a Spider-Man movie, but he didn't get to. So he named this kid Spider, and that's his Spider-Man.
I did have a counter to Thomas's thing of him not knowing how, or not planning it out. You know, he said he had it all planned out and thought out. Because always from the first time of watching the first one, it ended with green Avatar. Always. And I was like, why is it green? It always bothered me. So we rewatched it, it was green. And at this one, it ends with the blue Avatar because it's water. I was like, oh, forest, water. Next will probably be lava or earth or something.
Why did he choose papyrus as the avatar?
No one knows that, man.
Who knows? But
We'll find out.
So going to your point on the podcast, I think they will probably go Earth Kingdom or something next. It will probably go through the elements. And I'm like, yeah, bring Avatar in here. The other Avatar. Anyway.
Oh my.
So you have more to look forward to, Joseph. Rock people, dude. Imagine they have like really strong.
We don't
fists.
want to though.
Instead of the fishy tails, they have really strong fists. I'm down,
I
man.
can't imagine a Navi
They're-
Goron. Like,
Freaking awesome.
They're
Yeah.
freaking like teal like guys who already had like massive hands anyway.
That was so cool because they were
They
like
had,
they were made for
fins.
swimming. I love that.
You
It's
look
very
creepy.
satisfying.
She's like,
That was kinda
I'm like,
cool.
ugh.
satisfying.
I like that
Tails
they were way better than the regular
The
Navi.
king was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want him. Anyway,
Wait, what?
I want him. I want him to hold me, coddle me, and take me underwater.
oh my.
All right, my number 6 is my favorite superhero movie of the year, and that is The Batman. I can't believe this movie even came out this year. It's been so
Yeah.
long.
Wasn't that like
a long
March?
time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it came out a long time ago.
Just a minute.
Like I said in my review, the first 2/3 of this movie is awesome. One of my favorite Batman movies, and then it just falls off a cliff at the end. But hopefully they can get it right for the next one. So we'll see. Jared?
My number 6 is Deadstream. Was that Shudder exclusive movie where the guy goes into the haunted mansion and he's streaming it for the audience. It was a great mixture of horror and comedy, and I even made like our friend Carlos watch it, who never watches like live action movies. He loved it too. So it was a great movie, and it was like the perfect movie for this Halloween.
Thanks.
Did you talk
Even though we don't have a Halloween episode anymore.
Okay. Oh, why didn't we do that again?
Dude,
came out.
break.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
That was
during
the
our
first
break.
one.
Yeah.
But-
I'm sorry, buddy.
Where are you
My
going?
number 6 is Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
Nice.
Pretty low.
I was about to say, it's pretty low.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because it was my number 1 when it first came out, but I've seen movies since then. So, but yeah, this one was that surprise where I can't stand the first Top Gun at all, and this
Why?
one that sucks.
It's so
No,
It's so it's so manly. The testosterone just oozes out of them.
that testosterone oozes out of them onto each other.
Ew.
I necessarily
Classic
necessarily
Spartan manliness.
want to watch that.
That's icky.
But yeah, but then I was surprised. This new one had heart that made me feel like I cared about the first one, even though I don't. And
Very limited homoeroticism.
yeah, very limited.
I missed it.
Yeah, and the love
That was so
relationship
handled.
was so bad in the first one.
It was so well.
That
That
new
was
one
the
is
second one.
so good. Yeah, really good movie. Very good movie. Tom Cruise can do no wrong in my eyes. Your number 5.
My number 5. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to make an emergency call.
He put Top Gun 6.
My number 5 is Nope.
Interesting.
Probably my favorite Jordan Peele movie. There's like one scene in particular that still gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like just like that disturbs me. Is when you go to the perspective of the people who got sucked up into the
That's my
into the
favorite
UFO.
scene.
It is like terrifying
Yeah.
because there's so much unknown.
No, they're all.
And there's like, yeah, well, and it's like uncomfortable. I'm not like really claustrophobic, but that I just feel just like, no, this is not right. Like they're being eaten alive is what
Yeah.
there are. And
The acting in that scene is so good. When she puts it out, like that last scream, like it
Yeah.
was like, oh my god.
it was a very creepy movie. And the performances are great. I can never pronounce that guy's name. Like the British guy, the main guy. He was fantastic. I loved like his completely conserved like demeanor throughout the entire thing, except for that one like high five moment that he had with his sister.
yeah.
So we just kind of like
Just out of nowhere,
let's
just-
do it.
all the aggression comes out.
And I loved Angel, the tech guy.
no,
That he
that's
was
great.
hilarious. I love their IMAX guy who just kind of goes crazy for a second. He's like, it's just the perfect thing to film.
I forgot he was in that.
It was great. I was genuinely surprised how much I liked it because I wasn't a huge Jordan Peele fan. Wrong Jordan. I think Get Out was like lost on me. I need to rewatch it again.
It just has a bad ending. Is the problem.
And that's the thing is I wasn't satisfied with the ending. I loved the ending of Nope. I thought it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I know people have like a lot of interpretations about it. Like, is he spoilers? Is he alive? Is he not alive? Like, what's going on? But yeah, I really liked it. So
The only thing I think about that movie is the lady in the theater that was screaming bloody murder. Anytime I think Nope, I'm like, oh, the lady just literally death screams.
The freaking kid scene. Good
Yeah,
lord.
well, that's when she screamed the
That's when
loudest.
she screamed the loudest. It was insane.
That movie, that movie has such good dialogue. That's what I was thinking about when I think of that movie. There's like
It does.
one line where they kind of do the whole like, how long have we been siblings thing? But they don't say it quite like that. But other than that, like, I don't remember anything being bad.
So going off of last podcast as well, my number is a 6. 5. 5 is The Menu. Because I won't. There's not much more I can say about than you guys said. It was delightful, great performances. Loved Nicholas Hoult. He was so freaking good. The only thing I will say is, like, halfway through, I had an idea of what the ending would be, and so I wished it had been that ending instead, because I wanted like all the chef staff to kill themselves and like put that weight, and everyone just at the end is leaving, and they're just like, what the heck, just like trying to impact them in their lives rather than just killing them. So I thought that's what was going to happen. I was like, oh, it'd be so dope. Instead of just like the typical thing of, oh, everyone dies because it's a horror movie.
Not just dies, but turned into s'mores.
True. Which was very satisfying and goofy and hilarious. But
he told you everyone's gonna die.
he did. But I wanted all. But anyway. But I think I thought of that before. But and then I liked that point where the wife of that one, the guy that was cheating on her, like, she kind of looked around and she kind of just told her, go, like, we deserve this, or not we deserve this, but like, you don't deserve this.
I don't think she did anything wrong that we know of. So
So I like that a lot. So, yeah, great movie though. And that's one movie, like, everyone I see, I want them to watch it. Even like my dad, who I don't know if would actually like it. I'm like, I want you to watch this movie. It's so fun. It's so weird.
Still my favorite line. $9.95.
How much like
without hesitation.
So good.
No
man.
wait. Is that correct?
It's a very well paced movie.
Okay. Would you have chosen crinkle cut?
I didn't know what crinkle cut was.
Me either, but
Really?
but that's like the worst fry in the world.
I would never.
Would you
forget.
choose Julian?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like your typical fry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Mickey D fry?
Crinkle cuts are always cold in the middle.
Yeah, it's like eating like,
They're
a tenth of a potato.
They're always soggy.
it's like when you get at picnics or potlucks.
And you're just like, they're too soft. There's not, because it's whatever. So you're always just like,
Crinkle always reminds me of like home, like
Yeah.
the frozen food aisle.
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah,
not
yeah.
good. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Terrible choice.
I would
Okay.
have preferred waffle, but whatever.
My number 5 is my best performance of the year, and that goes to Elvis, because that was the best part of the movies was his performance. I don't care about weird talk.
All those gyrations.
Yeah. Woo! But it was great. Great. Brought a lot of energy to that performance, so I appreciate that. So go, Jared.
My number 5 is Tony Hawk Until the Wheels Fall or Come Off. I know I just said I don't watch a lot of documentaries, but I watched this one and it was great. You learned a lot of. You thought you know everything about Tony Hawk, but it was wrong. He's way more deep than you think, and it was great.
Nice. That just missed out on my list too. It was like right outside. Before I forget, All American Eatery has the greatest sweet potato waffle fries.
Oh,
You will
man.
have
They're
your
Sweet potato
entire-
fries.
Yeah, sweet
Oh,
potato
what?
fries. No,
Yeah, they're
no.
god awful.
Anyway, we'll go there because they're the
They're
best
amazing.
They're the best like fried.
We need to go there because
ever.
they have the best burger here.
They
We do need to go there.
Yeah,
they're very
I've never had
They
it.
have the best burger here.
Maybe Friday.
It's so good.
We just gave a clue where we live.
We've told them so many times.
Joseph's like the people from Lubbock.
No, we don't do that much anymore. We're on 5, right? Okay. The Last Duel. That's my number 5.
That was
this year?
No, that was last
Last
year.
year.
That was That was See, Google it, you
Well,
fool.
Showa wasn't this year, was it?
I didn't-
It came
I
up.
didn't think so.
No,
It came out with movies though.
No, but we watched it. I watched it this year, but we didn't watch Last Duel this year.
Yeah.
We didn't.
No, that was last year, dude.
I don't know if we watched it this year or not, but we definitely, because we would have been.
All right. I'm sorry.
I thought it was movies that came out this year.
Yeah, 2022.
You cheated, Thomas.
I'm
Oh,
so
I
sorry. Continue, and I will find a new number 5. Well, let's just go with Tony Hawk because that was really close. That was probably right there. So yeah, Tony Hawk Until the Wheels Fall Off. Jared put it really well when he first watched it, where you think, oh, Tony Hawk, he's just this happy skater, and you find out no, like it takes.
He's a sad skater.
It's sad skater. It takes you. You can't really just be like the happy-go-lucky person and be on top. I don't really know if that's possible. And
I mean, you take a look at the footage from like the first 900 that he did.
I'll say
He
maybe
was psycho.
yeah, he was just like, punching his helmet. And
Yeah. Like everybody else is trying to be like all supportive. He's like, F off.
No, yeah, he's competitive, not only in the sport, but with himself. Like, he's like, I want to do this. I remember watching, there's a Danny Way documentary back in the day, and he's like, he's crazier than Tony Hawk in my opinion, and he's doing big air. So it's like,
Not a good combination.
so I definitely recommend that if you can find. I don't remember where I watched that, but
I don't understand those big air guys.
they're
Dude,
crazy.
Scary as hell.
Higher, like his
I just want to fly forever.
his first jump over the Great Wall of China, he landed short. He landed on the flat before the ramp. Like his one of his legs like hit because he was trying to turn over. He just goes and does it again. Dang, it's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's my number 5.
Okay. My number 5 was actually, 5. Sorry, my number 4. Sorry,
True.
we're on 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're on 4. My number 4 was Top Gun. I like the first one. Like, it's just very nostalgic. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's the best movie.
It's a riff tracks movie.
It is.
You just riff on it.
It is a movie you need to watch with people nowadays. Like if you watch if you watch the original by yourself, that's a little weird. But this one was just awesome. Like it took everything that we thought the first one was. Because if you go back in the first one, you're like, oh, the action scenes aren't really that amazing. Like this is just stock footage of the Navy. This one was just everything that you wanted. It was like real actions, like X-Wings and TIE fighters. The fact that they did a lot of these scenes like in actual G-force is also incredible. This movie's awesome.
That first shot where they show like in the upper atmosphere where you find that one plane, I was just like, oh my god,
That's
it's
wild.
gorgeous. This movie's
The
gorgeous.
fact they almost killed Ed Harris because of that scene.
yeah, that's right.
They took off the roof and they didn't mean to do that.
He didn't fall over.
That was impressive.
All right, Eddie.
Yeah, this movie was fantastic. It lived up to all the hype too,
Yeah, it really
which I think was really hard to do. Not only are you going off of like a legacy movie, which already has like a very weird diehard fan base, but you had the horrible luck of premiering a trailer before COVID and having to wait almost 3 years to release that movie with those 2 trailers being the only thing keeping this thing afloat. And this thing made buku's amount of money too. That the fact that they're like, oh yeah, we might do a 3. Who knows? But
Isn't this in like the top 10 best-selling movies of all time now?
I think so.
Gotta be.
It was the first COVID. I think it was the first COVID
Yeah, it's
mega
number
hit.
1 right now.
They were on top for 8.
Sorry, but yeah, this movie was just great. I was not disappointed at all. So
Fair enough.
you're 4.
Now look at my number 4. I'm not sure if it deserves to be 4 or 5 because these two kind of mesh and meld. But the Bullet Train was there for me because that was just such a surprise. Because I was super excited for it. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll go see it. And what a surprise of fun characters. Just a great cast of goofballs doing weird shenanigans stuff and like that kind of like hodgepodge of the menu where everyone's curated to come. But what's his face? Brad Pitt's not supposed to be there because he took some other guy's spot. And you're like, I don't know. It's just
Thinking Ryan Reynolds.
He is. He's the worst.
but yeah, it's just an absolute blast of a movie. Very fun.
So if we're doing, I think I misunderstood the assignment. So if that's the thing, then I'll take Showa off of my list and put Showa or put Bullet on 7.
Bullet Train.
Nice. But you still should watch Showa. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
Go
that.
watch it.
I still want to watch it. I forgot to get the movie from you.
It is number 11, FY. Best
Of all
movie
time.
Of all time.
Oh, of all time.
Wow. I thought it passed
Who
Avengers.
cares? Avatar 2.
All right, my number 4 is my biggest surprise of this year, and that's the menu.
Nice.
I didn't know what to expect going into that movie. I thought it was just going to be like a horror movie or something, but it's not really a horror movie. It's just like a funny, like, just a satire on the whole kitchen scene. And I loved it. It's fun.
Definitely makes you think.
Satire on Alex's favorite culture.
Yeah. He's so snobby that he's not snobby.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm so snobby about being a snob.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is, unlike you guys, I like Jordan Peele's movies a lot. I loved Get Out. Us was kind of it was pretty weak, but I did enjoy it. So Nope is my number 4.
Interesting.
I just the feeling of this movie is great. It just starts off as like with a dude and his sister kind of dealing with their dad or the loss of their dad, and then just like aliens, and then you're like, oh, and then the alien gets weirder and weirder as it goes on, and you're like, what is going on? And then there's a middle scene with like a monkey attacking people, and you're like, what is going on? There's a shoe that just stands up like that. You're like,
Never explained. Yeah.
and then
Where's gravity?
and then there's the Acura slide, so that already gets like 10
True.
points. But I love this movie.
One of my favorite scenes of that movie, I don't know if it was meant to be funny, but it was like I was cracking up, is when this alien goes over the hill, but it looks like it's like running away, like
That's so true. That's what it looked like it was doing.
it just is, but yeah.
It's a good movie. And me and Jonah do the do it.
Yeah, that was when I saw when I was looking through the list of movie kindles this year. And I was like, oh, that was a really good movie. But I doubt it'll be on anyone's list. Now it's been on like everyone's. Like, oh, my bad.
That's the sound that played in my head. I was like laughing my ass off, and nobody else was. In the theater.
People in our theater definitely laughed. So
Yeah.
that hurt. One 4, yeah. My number 4 is also Bullet Train. It looked really good from the trailers, and it was even better than I thought it was going to be. Tangerine and Lemon. My favorite scene is their first scene with them in that booth, and it's just forever long. It's pretty early in the movie, and I feel like it's like a third of the movie. But I
Killed 16, not 17.
Yeah, I just love how they just sit there with them. We could just to get to exist with these people in this moment, and it's a very delightful movie. Ending kind of weak, but anyway.
Tangerine still got. Lemon still
I
got
was about
her.
to say I don't
with
know
that-
which one's which.
Sorry, Lemon still got her with that tangerine truck, which is
Oh, that's right.
the best form of irony there.
All right, before we get to our top 3 movies, we have to do something. And it's time for House 6 to take the final exam.
Oh, What was Maverick? He was number 11.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. Keep that
How
in
much
mind.
did it make though? I don't remember.
Okay, so we're gonna do the rules are like last time. If you guys remember the midterm, you each get it's multiple choice. You each get a choice, and you only get one choice for each answer. So if you guys all fail, you lose that whole.
Do we have to write down our choices, I guess, or
No,
No, we just
Oh,
go.
okay.
So 10 points each for each question. So let me get that ready.
What's the passing grade?
The passing grade is you got to get a D, so you got to get a 60.
You're very lenient.
Yeah, you are.
If you guys don't pass, though, you guys got to watch the live action Disney Pinocchio that came out.
Oh, no.
What was your last one? Last time that you said we had?
Cats or something
I'm
like that.
surprised it's not that Teen Wolf thing you wanted to.
Oh,
say.
God.
Yeah.
Don't give my D.
That's a good idea.
I watched Pinocchio.
The first thing
That's
of,
too easy.
the first thing of the treadmill cinema, I'm just crying. Just so fun.
That guy loves Pinocchio.
Everybody's walking across me.
He wants to be a real
Is he
boy.
watching Teen Wolf?
He's a real boy.
Okay, so if you think you know the answer, raise your hand and I'll call on you, okay?
I'm just blocking the screen.
Okay,
That's why my hand's like this.
thank you.
I'm not raising it yet.
Number 1. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
What film is currently number 2 at the box office, the overall box office? Thomas?
Avatar?
No.
Number 2.
Michael.
Fool.
Batman.
No.
The Bat. Wait, are you talking about currently, right now?
Yeah.
Overall.
As of now, as
No,
of
it's
today.
right now.
Oh, I thought you meant of the whole year.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's what he means. Of the
Yeah.
whole year.
Oh, of the whole year. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Number 2.
They're all-
Sorry, I
accusing
attacked you
us
for no
of
reason?
Doing things for long.
I thought that.
Oh gosh. So we have to wait till they guess before we guess again.
No, that's your last choice.
Oh, I don't chance.
Oh, maybe not.
Good, Jerry.
Black Panther.
No. Alex, up to
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh, I know what it probably is. Dang it. Poopy.
Number 2.
Poopy.
Man, is it? Top Gun?
No, Top Gun's number 1.
That's
at the
what I was
box
wondering.
office.
Can I have a pity guess?
Avatar's number 5. What do you think is number 2?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No, number
Really?
2.
Ever. This is not going to be number
That
two.
took that broke like tons of records.
That did make a lot of money.
It went
Number
crazy.
2 currently is Jurassic Park.
That's not fair. That was terrible.
Nobody liked
I
that
forgot
movie.
that came out.
I know. I wiped my mind of that freaking
That
movie.
was terrible.
And I fell asleep during it, so.
I like how we all had the exact same reaction.
God, I hate that. If that could be my
Movie was
least favorite
so
movie I've seen
bad.
this year, it would be.
Avatar's climbing fast. It's at number 5 right now,
Okay.
so it should pass it soon.
Is everything even on that list?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We don't have.
Because I remember that breaking a bunch of records. It's like that's got to be it. It's not
For like
bad.
independent films, yeah.
Yeah.
They made
I
for
knew,
A24. It's
I knew Top Gun was probably number 1, but I was like, I can't think of anything else.
I'm so upset now.
Okay, let's move on. We're getting closer
To failing.
to watching Teen Wolf.
Thanks, Jared.
Okay, number 2. Which animated film had the highest box office of this year?
Highest?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Animated film with the highest box office.
I didn't see a lot of
What was the
animated films.
animated movie this year?
It's not Pinocchio. Okay.
No, there's no way.
No.
Thomas, you want to answer? You want to use one of the guesses?
The bad guys?
Alex, is that your...
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it's around the same time though, because I remember one was higher than that. And I was like, that doesn't deserve to be higher than Bad Guys.
I'm trying to think of something
It's
stupid.
not
Family.
Stranger Worlds because I
No, that
bombed,
bombed.
and it can't be Pinocchio because I feel like that bombed
I
too.
think that went to direct to
That's
Disney
straight
Plus
to
anyway.
yeah.
Didn't they have? They didn't have a limited
I don't
release.
think
I don't think so.
Mm.
Good
What
lord.
is a-
Was there a Pixar movie?
Elemental, did that actually come out?
No, that's next year.
I don't know. Oh my
I
god.
don't know any.
man.
I don't know any animated movies that came out.
Did we watch any of this?
No, we
Did
didn't
we
watch.
watch this movie?
No.
No.
Okay.
I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah.
You guys are running out.
Oh, Puss in Boots.
No. Is that your
That was
guess?
my guess.
No, is that your guess? No.
That was my guess.
It's not Puss in Boots. So you got 2
Oh my
guesses left.
lord. I can't even think of one.
And you have...
Can we assist
Pinocchio.
them?
I don't know.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Okay, Michael, it's up to you. And you got 10 seconds.
I can't even think of one.
Made a lot of money.
No.
Oh my
I
god.
have no idea. I can't even think of one.
Okay.
What
That's
was
all your
it?
guesses. Just say something.
Oh,
I literally can't even think of one that came out.
wasn't there a... Never mind.
All right, what is it?
What was it?
it?
Okay.
I can't even think of another.
You guys ran out of time.
I can't think of another one.
The highest animated grossing film is Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Oh.
I didn't remember that even came
That's
out.
when people went
I
with their
would've-
suits to the theater.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, what's stupid? Made a lot of money.
Yeah,
for
that's what I was
kids.
like.
I was like, I don't know what came out because I don't watch.
I would have never
I
guessed
forgot
that.
about that coming
I forgot.
out.
Okay, this is an easy one.
Easy one.
What studio is currently number 1 at the box office? So studio.
Studio. Crap.
Mm,
What's Top Gun? It's not Paramount, is it?
I think it
I think it
is.
is.
experiment.
Oh, it is
It's
Paramount.
Paramount. Okay,
Okay.
so you guys got 10 points. So
Thank
you're
you.
not.
Oh, it's on Paramount Plus. Duh. Yeah.
Okay, which studio has the most movies in the top 10 box office
This year.
All
Like this
time?
year, like
Oh.
this
I
year?
feel like it's got to be Marvel, right?
That's not what's its
Like-
parent
so
studio.
like Disney.
Oh, Disney.
Okay, so they 3 Marvel movies in the top 10. So
Mm.
Disney's up there. Okay,
Which is set.
so you guys got 20 points.
We're in the black, guys.
Freaking
Right
Gru
now.
and his little
For now.
minions.
What are we doing? 50-50 right now? We're 50%?
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess so.
Okay, the 5th question is, which film festival was held in January 20th to the 30th of this year?
Thomas, this is on you.
Skydance.
No.
Doesn't
20th
Skydance
and
do
30th
that?
of what? Of what?
It was held between the 20th and 30th of January. this year.
January.
Early year.
Wait, we all get a guess right?
Yeah.
Skydance. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No, that's like, yeah.
I don't know when these are.
That wasn't cons.
At all.
That was recently.
I'm just gonna because I can't think of another one. Tiff.
No.
No,
I don't know if I know any other ones.
It's not Sundance, is it?
you just
I
I'll say Sundance. I'll say Sundance. I'll say Sundance. I say Sundance.
Sundance.
Oh,
Was it Sundance?
He said Skydance.
oh, Skydance.
It's Sundance.
There is no Skydance
No.
film? Okay.
Was it Sundance?
That's a film
Yeah.
company though, right?
Oh, hey, I got it
Yeah,
right.
film company.
Skydance.
That's why I was like, in case it's wrong,
Yeah.
you can have another guess.
I was on the ballpark, kind of.
Yeah,
I totally. I was with you.
trying
And
to think of
that's
like
not that, and it was, but-
January. He's like, that's way back.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that seems too early for that. But
Okay, ready for number 6?
shows what I know.
Which black comedy won Cannes this year?
Are we talking about black comedies in like black humor or black
No,
exploitation?
dark comedy.
Dark.
Dark.
And when did it? What was the question again?
Which black comedy won Cannes this year?
Could it be Nope or could it be The Menu?
No.
Is that your guesses?
I'm
You only
deliberating.
get one.
Are we allowed to deliberate?
In your head? You
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I guess I'll do The Menu.
No.
Okay.
3 questions left.
I can't think of any dark comedies.
I want to say nope.
No.
Bullet Train's not really. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it won anything at Cannes.
It's not really dark comedy.
Yeah.
I think it kind of is. They kill people and it's funny.
I got a dumb backup guess if you can't think of anything.
Okay, we need at least one guess. Come on. someone.
I don't know any other dark comedies that came out.
The Whale.
Jared, guess one.
The one he said everywhere.
Oh, Everything
Oh.
Everywhere All at Once?
Uh,
No.
Okay.
That's a good guess.
Alrighty, we guess.
Is the only other one I could think of, but I don't even think would have been out at the time, would be Violent Night. Was that other dark comedy I could think of?
Thomas, did you guess one?
Yeah, you said no. Nope.
Okay. Nope, you were all wrong. So,
You just said nope. You got it right. Yay!
it was actually Triangle of Sadness, if you remember this one.
Nope.
No
I
idea what that
remember
is.
that.
It's the
Should've
one
been nope.
where everyone was like running out of the theater because they had a scene with people throwing up. So,
No.
Hmm.
Huh.
okay.
No, I haven't.
Is
heard
that
of
the one with Tim Roth?
No, Woody Harrelson. is
Oh,
it.
Woody
So you got 4 questions left, and you guys need 30 points. So,
We can only miss one.
Oh my gosh.
And he doesn't let us think.
Ow!
He's like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
all right, number 7. Which actor sadly passed away May 26th of this year?
May 26th.
That was so
Oh,
That was so long ago.
was it Ray Liotta?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Not watching this movie.
Why are you fist bumping the death of Ray Liotta?
I don't care really. I don't even know who that is.
Yay!
Wow.
He was in
The
that.
B movie?
No, I never saw it. I know he was in that movie that with Matt Damon that we watched
Matt Damon.
and Brandon Fraser.
Yeah.
The,
Matt
the-
Damon in that
the-
movie?
The Getaway or whatever it's called.
No time or
No.
sun stop. No sun stop.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Matt Damon was in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Like
He
the
was
main- or no, he was the villain
business
He had a
man.
complaint that people were being anti-Semitic to him, but he wasn't Jewish.
That was Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Number 8.
Watched it right there.
I know. I remember the War Machine.
But it doesn't matter. Let's go.
Let's move on.
Don Cheadle.
What family film currently has a 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes?
No,
Puss in Boots.
No.
What?
Strange World.
No, that was Everyone Hated That.
Who hated that?
I'm thinking Rotten Tomatoes. Like Rotten Tomatoes, like. Oh wait, this is audience scores, isn't it?
Yeah.
Family
Dang
movie.
it! Ah.
Family movie? Okay.
It's not Puss in Boots. People love that movie.
I really want to see that movie.
I know. It's up to you guys.
I feel like I
Say it with your eyes, Michael.
seen this.
Oh, I was thinking.
I feel like I've never seen this.
Family movie
Family movies.
that everyone would enjoy.
Well, you got Minions there. Just
I
saying.
was thinking about that.
There's no way that's 99%. If that's 99%, I quit.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes,
I'm
Michael.
done.
Do you want me to say Minions and then you think
Well,
of
that's- I think
the
so.
answer?
Sure.
Minions?
No.
I was like, there's no way it's Minions.
So, Alex, it's all on you.
Breathe.
Family movies that came out this year.
So, Puss in Boots currently has a 95.
Oh, wow, really?
Can we?
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Give it to me. Oh, wait.
Wait, it's
What about the.
No way. There's not a chance.
It's the movie you wish was gone.
Huh?
Gone.
Jurassic World.
No, there's no way. Everyone hated that movie. Even
Did they hate it?
Yeah,
No.
everyone hated.
I'm gonna
that movie.
deliberate. Do you think Top Gun could be a family movie? Because
No.
they got really high ratings.
This is like family.
Family. Okay.
What about the bad guys?
PG.
Fast and Furious. No, there's no way that got 99.
People love that movie. Though. I think it was pretty high.
I don't think there's a chance. If I can't think of anything before then, I'll say it. But
All right, you got
how
like
much time do I got?
Let me look. We'll give you about a minute, a minute and 15 seconds.
I don't know what else there is out there.
I can't think of their family movies that came out this year.
Besides Minions, we covered Minions. You had what?
I said Puss in Boots, which
You
I
said
thought was a slam dunk.
And then you had,
You were very confident.
I was like, oh, it's Puss in Boots.
I was about to give it to you, but it's 95. So.
and then you have what?
5.
Huh?
You have what?
Oh, I just said Minions.
Oh, I said Minions.
Did you go closely to Minions?
Oh, sorry, I said Strange World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Strange World. Because it was
No. Yeah, people hated that movie. I don't know why. We should watch it.
RRR.
Man.
That should be a family movie.
Okay, Alex, you got 30 seconds.
This will be our last miss that we can have.
Yep.
And
You
then-
ready to watch Teen
and then
Wolf?
it's Teen
Come on,
Wolf.
Alex.
We're watching that. We're all watching it together.
He's trying to wolves. That's what we're doing. That's what it does to you.
15 seconds.
The bad guys.
No, I'm sorry. It is Marcel the Shell.
That's a family movie and that has 99?
Yes.
I would never in a
think of
million
that as
years
more of like
miss
a sad movie, not a family.
Yeah.
Like an indie.
It's a shell with googly eyes.
It's an A24
There
movie.
you
I
go.
would
Only got 2
never-
questions left.
Ever have guessed that.
I saw that too on the list when I was
Like it's
looking at
rigged.
this year's thing. I
Okay,
knew
guys,
that
ready
scored
for
high.
number
I
8?
think he's
Or
supposed to
number
watch
9?
Teen Wolf.
I blame myself.
Everyone, to you, bro.
That's true. Alex and I didn't see that. So.
I haven't seen either.
I think
I
you did.
saw it.
I
Okay, so yeah, it's all your fault.
Or I'll take a deep breath.
No, shallows.
But it was so
Okay.
sad at some points.
Number 9. What period comedy thriller is expected to lose $97 million at the box office?
I would.
You want to
Can't
guess?
deliberate. Can't deliberate.
One more time, can you say it over?
Just say-
What period comedy thriller is expected to lose $97 million?
I would guess Amsterdam.
Yes,
Okay.
Amsterdam.
It's like people hate that and that had a lot of actors.
They hated it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen I really wanted to see that before the end of this year. Or before this podcast. But
Okay, so it all comes down to this.
Good call, Michael.
Number
Sorry, Mike.
10. What was the last word spoken in the video version of the House 6 review of Weird, the Al Yankovic
Oh
story?
my god.
The last very word
That's
of the
what
podcast.
I'm thinking, Jared.
See, what episode was it?
There had to have been something after your catchphrase that we said. I think-
Not necessarily. This is the video version.
oh, the video version.
So it's
Those
just that-
edits? You said nobody watched that one.
Oh my god. Why are you guys looking at me?
The video version.
My Bologna.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
So think about just our review of Weird Al.
Yeah.
What was the
Our
last
review.
word?
That's what I'm saying. My Bologna.
No.
Damn it.
our view of Weird Al.
Who spoke last?
I feel like it would have been Alex because he loved it so much.
Doesn't mean that I spoke last. Oh, you mean like
You would've-
I see.
you would've
Not
made
that
a-
my review was last.
You would have
week.
made it funny to close it out.
Yeah.
Because Joseph always asked, any last things we can say? And it had to be something Alex said.
I had some notes. I think.
Alex, think of a bad joke you would have made at the end.
Hey, I only
of the
make good
sentence.
jokes.
Didn't you say like I'm a Dunna or something like that?
I don't think so.
You, like, I thought you closed.
I'm a dunna.
Is that something you would do?
No, it's not. That's a bad joke.
Oh no. We're gonna watch Teen Wolf.
I feel like this is a movie that I would have thought of things while you guys talked,
Yeah.
and I had more to say. I feel like I talked about how that one of the funniest things was whenever he presses that button and he gets drawn into the machine. That was one of the last things.
Oh,
I
that
feel
was
like
one of the
I
last
said.
things because the coworker got eaten.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh my god.
Guys are never gonna
the
do
last thing wasn't the last thing when you asked which was our favorite song?
That is.
That is true.
I don't know if it was the very last thing, but
And then I think it was Joseph who was last.
Michael
he said,
wouldn't
"Beat
choose.
it."
But there's also a video version. I don't know if you put all that in there.
I do some
We
editing.
do have like
Fudge.
what, like 3 more? Did anyone guess it?
Yeah, he guessed.
Yeah,
So
okay,
you got
so-
3 left.
You tried to beat it.
Beat it.
Nope.
Okay.
2 left.
Or I guess it would be eat it.
Beat it. Yeah.
This is for the Team Wolf.
Okay.
Oh my Lanta.
What bad joke did you make?
I don't know. Was it something about me saying I love him?
Maybe.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Maybe.
Is that a hint?
He was immediately denying our comments earlier if they were not true. Like Michael said, like, I'm a Madonna. Because we talked about how that
You wanted to like have him around or something like that. Something you said like that.
you listened to this latest.
I didn't listen to this one.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you
You guys got 1:30 left.
Did any of us watch the video version?
No, I didn't.
No, but it's still on the same podcast.
I think I did. I
cut
just
it out right after.
I don't
So
remember.
this is on you.
I talked about how that Daniel Radcliffe, like Thomas was like, yeah, he's buff, Daniel Radcliffe. I'm like, yeah, but he's buff for Daniel Radcliffe. Like,
Oh, about Wolverine?
maybe.
No, I can't
don't
remember
think
this.
so.
Jesus Christ.
We're watching Teen Wolf, aren't we?
Yes. You're watching.
You're watching on the train mail.
Is that going to be your recommendation?
Okay, minute left.
All right, so yeah, Joe would normally say like, you know, any last things that he. Okay, so.
He's a delight.
Wrong. Alex.
So mean with the law.
Gordon Ramsay over here.
He's a
You
teacher.
donkey.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
He even gave us like a curve too.
I know.
So
Okay, Alex, you got.
he was kind of confirming whenever I was talking about how that's someone I
30
like.
seconds
I
left.
love him.
That's why I said he's a delight.
And I talked about. I'm sure brought up Hugh Jackman.
How many seconds do they have?
30.
Did I say like
15 seconds
do him.
left.
I'd do him?
No, wrong.
But now we know.
We are watching Teen Wolf.
That was the last thing we said.
No, the last word you got were on the right track. It
Yeah.
was that conversation.
Yeah.
The last word was actually so Thomas was like, so they wanted Daniel Radcliffe for Wolverine, and you were like weird. And that's where I
That's good.
thought it- So you guys get an
That's
F.
the name of the movie. We couldn't say that.
Weird.
We did get an F on your final exam, so we will
Wow.
be watching Teen Wolf.
I say that this thing was rigged. but
Thanks to
whatever.
Jerry.
All right, so let's get back to our list. We're at number 3. Thomas, go ahead.
Now we're all deflated.
I know.
My number 3
What does it matter?
is Weird Al.
I'll just put Teen Wolf as my number 1 already.
Number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Kind of shocked me how much I liked this movie. I thought it was going to be kind of pretentious and not going to be that good, and I was completely wrong. And
Yeah, where are you?
I was. I was wrong. Very, very introspective on a person's life and what choices that they make and what they think about what led to them being at this point in their life. My favorite scene is still the rock scene where it's completely silent.
Yeah.
And everything is all in subtitles. And I think that scene probably hits the hardest for me, besides maybe the parking lot scene, where they're having the argument about just their lives in general. Also, there's a ton of film, like I say homage. I hate that word, by the way.
I think it's homage.
Yeah. Especially Wong Kar-wai is a massive inspiration to these filmmakers, and like the scene while they're talking in the alleyway is straight out of In the Mood for Love, and the dialogue is really good. This movie was very good, very impactful. So
I'm going to copy you. My third is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice.
Just, yeah, way more than I expected to be. It does comes so close to crossing the line at times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
very close.
The way that they were able to transport into
that gets
That's
just,
a
it
little
goes real
much.
far. It goes real far at times.
Sure, it doesn't cross the line.
it probably crossed the line,
but
but
even like the everything, the concept of the everything bagel was so original. That's
so
so good.
But yeah, this movie, like, it probably should be a movie I dislike, honestly, because it does cross so many lines and go so far with so many things. But it's just, I feel like it ties it in really well, and the characters are so good. But yeah, I agree with you. Number 3.
My number 3 is the best love story of this year, and that's Unbearable Weight of Massive.
You watched it.
I did. I loved it. It was great. My only complaint is I just wish it had more Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, because I don't need all that.
Effing Paddington 2.
Yeah, that was great, man. I love that.
Any scenes with them was like perfect.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was great. I like when he tries to buy the guns off of him.
It's hideous. I'll give you $10,000.
Yeah. All right, number 3, Jared.
My number 3 is Bullet Train. I was really surprised how much I love this movie. It reminds me of Scott Pilgrim, like a Scott Pilgrim for this era, I guess. And Brad Pitt was really good in this movie, and then Lemon and Tangerine, those actors are really good in this movie. I thought it was a really fun movie, so that's why it's number 3.
Very nice. My number 3, I was very surprised that this is this high, but is The Menu. Yeah, the food pretentiousness drives me crazy. I feel like they were self-aware and making fun of it themselves. So it's like, okay. And Ray Fiennes is great in everything he's in except for Voldemort. So number 3 or 2.
I keep messing with you.
Sorry.
So my number 2 is I just saw this last week, and I'm still kind of shaken up about it. And
I think I know what this is.
The Whale.
Oh, never mind. I'm way off.
This is why I say that Austin Butler might not win, because
No, I didn't think about that, actually. Yeah.
this is the greatest performance Brendan Frazier. Sorry. Well, he's very specific. He's like, that's not how you say my name. Yeah, this is probably his greatest performance I've ever seen.
It's
Like,
Brendan Frazier.
It's like Fraser.
Fraser. Okay.
Yeah, it's not Frazier. It's
Like Razor, but Fraser.
but everybody pronounces it wrong.
Yeah.
Because of the show.
Yeah, probably.
I will continue to pronounce it.
Be aware.
Yeah, this was not an easy watch, and I like I said, I had a horrible experience like in the movie theater, but that didn't subtract from my experience at all from his performance. The movie itself is a little. I don't want to say it's not great. It's good, but I didn't come for the movie. I came to see his performance, and it's almost a one-man show at points, and it works. There are some there are like some scenes in there where I almost couldn't look at the screen just because it was too much, and I was like, my jaw was on the floor after watching it. Including the ending, which a lot of people didn't. I'm not going to have any spoilers, but a lot of people didn't
There's
like.
an ending? I didn't know this.
I don't know, right?
Jeez.
I was fine with it. I thought it wrapped it up really well, and just this was incrable.
Is this a true story?
No. Well,
Isn't it based on it?
It's the writer. He had the best way he put it was, this is not an autobiographical tale, but a lot of these experiences are my experiences.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, that's a good way to put it.
Interesting.
like Whiplash, I guess, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. So because he was dealing with, or the writer was dealing with obesity and overeating and some other stuff. I'm not going to give it away, but
Yeah, we might even review this one next.
I think
Oh,
we
sure.
I think you guys should. And my recommendation is you see this movie alone. Like, even you two, like, I know you guys go to see movies together.
Separate them.
Yeah, so
We'll just buy seats.
Yeah.
bye. It's part of the movie experience for one, but also part of the emotional experience, because the whole movie is based on him and his self-loathing, and it's just people say it's sad porn, but I don't even buy into that like at all. It was fantastic. So
How's Max from Stranger Things?
she was good. She was, I was very hesitant about her. Sadie Sink, I think is her name. I just don't consider her an amazing actress.
Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
The latest season, man. I wanted her to play Ellie.
I've been hearing she's the reason to see this movie.
She was
My Brendan Fraser, whatever his name is.
she was very good, but
Whatever his name.
Brendan Fraser.
but just compared to Brendan, everybody just pales, and so
Well, he's big in this movie.
I quit.
Or is this your love of
Would you
Brendan?
That's what I thought it was, but I don't. The thing that Aronofsky said is like nobody else could have played this, and I completely agree.
Would you say he carries the weight?
Shut up.
Oh my land. Number
Dos.
2. Dos. This is where we get to Elvis for my list. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Great Gatsby, which same director,
Oh, I forgot
style
about that.
all over the freaking place. I've always been interested or fascinated by Elvis and like actually getting to learn the quote unquote redone tale of his life, whatever. Like we said in our review, like Tom Hanks could have been out of the movie would be better. But yeah, Austin Butler, man, it's just I'm still blown away when I think about that performance. I'm like, holy cow, it was so good. And I love the over stylization of the movie. I love all the wacky transitions and like the almost like
gyrations.
the weird pace it has. It just has kind of like a stuttery kind of pace, but it fits and flows well. I don't know. This movie's amazing to me. Love it. The performances, the music, everything's so good. So good. Love it. So that's my number 2.
Cool. I'm going to stay on the drama train, and my number 2 is the best drama of the year for me. It was called 13 Lives.
I never did watch
forgot
that.
to talk about that
It
one.
was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It stars Viggo Mortensen, Colin Farrell, and Joel Edgerton, and they all give really good performances. Very understated. This movie looks like a documentary. Viggo, just his character's like no nonsense, and he's just there to get the job done.
I think that's probably my favorite performance in there because they're doing a very heroic deed, but he is a jerk.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, it's great. It's based on a real story that just happened, and it just totally feels like a real story. Like they're really there, going to rescue these kids that are trapped in a cave, and they're what do you call it? Cave divers. So it gets very claustrophobic. It's very like drowning phobia. I don't know what that's called, but you feel that.
There were parts I was like holding my breath. I was like,
Yeah, and it's very intense in those scenes, and that's good. And I watched it like right after I got out of the hospital, so I was like looking for like a feel good, like overcoming kind of movie, and that was definitely it. And so I do recommend that everyone see
I
that.
thought you was like, I need a movie where I felt like I was breathing. I was like, this is not the movie for that, Joe.
I told Jonah, man, now I want to be a cave diver. I just want to rescue some kids. So
I don't know if I've even heard of that movie.
That's when I kept meaning to watch. I forgot about it.
it's really good. Yeah. So go ahead, Jared.
My number 2 was Mad God. As you know, I love horror. I love stop motion, and I love ambiguous movies. This pretty much summed it all up. Got it all in there. I'm glad I watched it. It's a great movie.
Still love The Alchemist.
He's my least favorite, honestly.
Damn.
I still kind of, I have an interest in watching that movie.
Oh wait, is that the little guy?
The Plague Doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was cool. I still have no idea how they did that.
My number 2 is still the most emotional movie for me. This movie this year is the Banshees of Inisherin. I don't know why that movie, man.
Very interesting movie.
Like I said, I'm not going to say anything about it because it's not what I thought it was going to be at all.
That's when we should watch with the whale. Be a fun,
Yeah.
be a fun
Yeah,
That would be
conversation.
a fun.
Next episode.
That would not be a happy
No,
episode.
but it'd be in depth good talks.
Golly, this movie, I was just like, can we just pause this? Anyway, yeah.
Do
So
you
that was-
recommend watching it with somebody? Because oddly enough, Carlos wants to watch it.
We can watch it over here.
I don't see any reason why you can't.
movie
I
Friday.
think what you're saying about it, the whale makes sense because it's
Yeah.
very singularly.
Yeah.
This is not even from the trailer. It's obvious this movie isn't singularly focused.
Yeah.
It's a duality in a lot of ways, but so yeah, we should watch it.
Very unexpected movie.
Yeah, not
I
what I
agree.
thought.
You watched it?
I watched it yesterday. I have a lot to say about
Very
it. but I can't say
unexpected
anything.
movie.
Because
Yeah, you
going
don't
blind.
want to say anything about this
Yeah.
movie. Not that like anything
Yeah, it's
that
not-
crazy
nothing
happened.
wild
It
happened.
was just not what I thought. From the trailer, anyway. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, the trailer doesn't give it.
No,
you
they
don't
don't
have
give
to
anything
do
away.
this,
No.
which is honestly a good trailer.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say though, because I've been known to poo-poo on Colin Farrell in the past. He's incredible in this movie.
He's so good.
incredible
He's not
in
like
this movie.
himself in any other movie.
So
You
freaking
poo poo
good.
on him?
It was
Well, you should see him in 13 Lives. He's
He's
great in that
really
too.
good in that.
It was
too,
back
yeah.
in the day whenever I had just seen his action movies, and
You
I'm like,
didn't-
man, these are just.
You didn't like him as
What?
Deadshot in Daredevil?
No.
And so like now that I've actually seen more of his like the better movies he's been in, I'm like, oh, you're actually fantastic.
You didn't like him in The Recruit with Al Pacino?
Total Recall.
The Penguin.
That's true.
Anyway, number 1, Thomas.
So my number one is it going to be controversial because none of you like this movie.
Oh no.
But I loved this movie.
Oh,
I've watched it 5 times this year.
no.
What is
it?
What is this?
It's The Northman.
Oh.
Slash
I
fighting.
hate it. I'm the only one that hated it.
That's not. I really didn't like it, but
Oh.
that's not.
What do you think it was going to be?
At
Death
least
Stranding?
this isn't like color out of space.
Yeah.
So I'm fine
I
with
was
this.
just super disappointed.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It was
at
very
all.
middle of the road for me. I was like, it was good, but
It was everything I wanted. I'm a huge Viking mythology and
I'm a huge Viking. Period.
I love Viking history.
I celebrate Leaf Everton Day.
Hinga dinga durga. I just love Viking history and the fact that this is an incredibly accurate depiction of Vikings and Viking lives. And there's an interview with Alexander Skarsgård and Eggers where the bulk of Viking movies that are made are always them going to the West and finding America. That's the only thing that people really credit to besides raiding monasteries. And what Skarsgård wanted to do is no, we need to go east because they got the bulk of their fortune and how they made their money in the east. That's where the Vikings became Vikings. And the fact that we actually go east to Russia, the people that we see the raid in is the Rus. Those are Russians. Sorry, microphone. I just love this movie. I love that everything feels authentic, that it feels freaking cold, even that they're dressed incredibly sparsely, but this is how they lived and they're very used to it. Even down to I know it's stupid and I'm a sucker for it because it's cinematically awesome, is that they have the duel in the volcano and it's between the two warriors, and I know they're nude, but that's Homlang. That's an actual traditional Viking duel. Is they're armed with a sword and shield and they fight each other with no armor. It's very, yes.
Just reminded me of Lion King. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that people are like, it's just the Lion King. It's just Hamlet.
I just
this is
expected the dual faces start blaring.
Or no, that would have been the Mustafar thing, I guess. So, anyway, sorry.
But this movie was what Shakespeare based Hamlet on. This story.
Wait, I was like, how?
The story of Hamlet is
he's a
a
time traveler.
historical story,
Yeah.
and the fact that this story was told in the 8th century, and it's made its all the way down here
That's
to
cool.
into the 21st century. That's awesome, and the fact that it's been retold a ton of times by Hamlet, Lion King, name a revenge story, and I like that aspect of it. Is that this oral tradition from these people who were basically cavemen made it all the way to a cinema in 2022. So
It's cool.
I loved it. Like I said, I've watched it 5 times this year, which is a mistake. Streaming services to give the access to that kind of power to me because I fall asleep to it and just, that kind of stuff.
Dream about
I dream about Alexander Skarsgård.
Just shirt off.
With his shoulders up.
Yeah, dude. After I watched that though, that's when I really got into working out again. I was even looking up traditional Viking workouts, and I'm just like, how the hell?
barrel.
Where do I find a boulder?
Where do I find a village that's unprotected?
Am I willing to spar a bear? I don't know.
But that's the thing, is that they even kept part of the oral tradition of Beowulf. His name is Amleth Beowulf, which is bear wolf. Anyway, before I get mocked any further, I'm going to pass this on to the second one, the first one to Michael. So go for it.
First one, me. Now, what else could be my top, guys? apart from Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was going to say.
Top in the name.
Tom Cruise.
Well, I was going to say, is Avatar 2 on there again?
Twice. No, that was 6. That's down there. There are better movies than Avatar 2. But no better movie this year to be than Maverick, man. It was like Thomas had said earlier, like they have released the trailer and I see it in IMAX and then I have to wait 3 years to see this movie. And every time they would tease me. Every time we go to the IMAX again, they tease me with another trailer for this stupid movie. And it kept getting pushed over and over
Just
again.
like Michael.
It was, oh my gosh, because if you didn't see this movie in IMAX, it's just, that's where you have to see this movie. It's so incredible. It's so loud. It's so tense. I realized I have a stress eating disorder because of this movie, because it would get to intense parts, I'd be doing this. Oh my god, just throwing popcorn in my face, eating as fast as I could. I was like, I gotta slow down and breathe. Hold on. This movie's. But not only, like, I went into this movie expecting it to be amazing in IMAX. Like, that's gonna be such a fun, cool thing. Like, I have Avatar. I expected it to just be a visual feast and an experience feast, whatever, but it's actually a good movie. And it's a great movie. Like, it has great characters. Like, we talked about, like, all the stuff they took from the first, they just, like, twisted it or maneuvered it better. Like, the romance was so well done in this. Like, it's not this very grotesque sex scene like they had in the first one. It was just this clean cut after they have that and they wake up and they have the talk, whatever. Like, it's so well done, so clean. The whole movie is.
It was surprisingly touching too.
It was
like
very touching. You're like, I don't care about
Yeah.
these people, but you do, and they're like, man, it's a fantastic movie. Loved it.
I think it's kind of cool is that Tom Cruise, since he's like the producer of all of his films, and he has like almost final say on everything.
Yeah.
The fact that he kept it out of streaming services for this long.
Oh,
it's
Because
impressive.
everybody was like, you got to release it. He's like, it's not going to
Not
get released
happening.
on streaming service. It's going to be in theaters when everybody can see it. That's how the movie's going to be seen.
And that was the one IMAX poster they were out of when we went.
Oh.
And I want it so badly.
Go on eBay.
Yeah, I know, but they don't have any they didn't have any legit ones back then. I need to look at it again, but yeah, it was a great movie. That's one probably for the first time in probably 15 years. I'm gonna buy a 4K Blu-ray.
Fans, find him a poster.
Find me a poster. But
Find
I
a 4K
want
Blu-ray.
to actually buy the physical copy of this movie because I want it.
Welcome to my world.
I never do that. Last time I did that was in Interstellar. That was, that was the last one I bought.
Like good IMAX movie?
I have one that has the IMAX cell in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We talked about not too long about the last movies I bought. Blu-ray.
We did.
I bought 3 from Amazon. I bought Logan, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I bought the first Suicide Squad. That's like the last Blu-ray I bought.
What the heck?
The first Suicide Squad movie.
I didn't watch
Even
it.
I don't own that
I've always been a little bit of an apologist of that, but I didn't watch it again.
Movie's
I only saw it once.
bad. The movie's so bad. Anyway, Joseph. I'm
one.
sorry.
Some kind of
Well-
Suicide Squad.
My number one is Top Gun Maverick. For all the things Michael just said, and for what Thomas said about the trailer actually living up to the movie. This movie, I think, is the best argument you can make for the value of theater watching movies. Because when I was there, I was on the edge of my seat during that last action scene, and it just felt like amazing. It's just like, man, this is exciting. And that's just something we haven't had in like 3 years or something. So yeah, I just think that this was an important movie to get us back into the theaters. And
It was such a great opener to bring everything back.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pause on the Top Gun love.
Aw.
It wasn't on my list.
Wow.
I like the movie.
Break
a
my
lot,
little
but-
heart.
I like the movie a lot, but if I'm just talking about myself, I didn't put it on my list. I did put a movie. This movie was so enjoyable. I had a blast watching it. It really made me like love movies again, because I was like, they're starting to get all kind of samey. In like, I watched this and I was like, we haven't even touched this. We haven't even scratched the surface. I watched RRR.
Oh my god.
It was just so wacky, funny, awesome. That was a
Charming.
very attractive man.
How does he make suspenders look that sexy?
I know. The lamest of clothing.
It's just like, and that dance scene.
And that dance scene was so intense, and I was like, man, that must have sucked to film. But it was just so fun, and it was just out of nowhere. And then like all of us saw it, and we got to talk about it. It honestly felt like an anime. Like that was the closest to like an anime movie.
They even had power ups.
Yeah. There was one fight scene when stuff was happening, and I was just cracking up because I was like, "This is so dumb, but it's so
used
cool."
a motorcycle as a weapon.
Exactly, he's like it's a sword or something, a club.
I was thinking whenever the cages are all broken open and all the animals jump out with him.
With him, he's
what
like,
the heck is this?
And I would have said the greatest romance would have been Massive Talent, but this is a
True.
romance.
You don't know true like bond, like a bond, until you've seen that movie.
Until you see your friend go to jail and you just cry all your tears for him, and then you go save that man.
My God.
And then just the most evil lady ever created. But
Did she have a whip in her skirt?
she was like, "Here, take my weapons," and hit him. And it's like, man, lady, calm down. But yeah, I love this movie.
A really good movie that just missed out on mine as well. I have like 2 or 3 that just missed out. But my number one's kind of boring. It's what I talked about before. It's the outfit. But I just, the moment I saw that, I was like, man, this is going to be hard to beat. Although I think that you could swap that and the Banshee one any other day, and that would be totally
Are you
fine
still
with
the
it.
only one that's seen this?
Joe has seen it. Joe saw it before I did, I think.
Oh.
But
I
yeah,
just
this,
didn't like the ending.
yeah, it's. I don't think it's bad at all. I just think that it's the weakest. Like I said on the review, it's the weakest part, I guess. But I don't have any problem with it. But it's all about the journey, Joe. You know what I mean? And this movie was. It's kind of what you're talking about. Where a lot of movies kind of are the same, and this movie just. It had the balls to linger on shots. It had the balls to linger on scenes. It had the balls to linger on sets.
A lot of balls.
Because this movie basically takes place in like 1.5 rooms. Very surprising. Just watched this on a whim with a friend, and it was absolutely delightful. Dialogue's great. That main actor, I can't remember what I've seen him in.
Rylance. He's in like Dunkirk as the boat captain.
That's right, yeah. But
Didn't
he was really good.
Didn't he win Best Supporting Actor recently?
Yeah, I think so. Check it out.
I think he's in that Bones and All movie.
Oh, I want to see
I
that.
want to see that one.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
About cannibals.
Timothy Chalamet.
Shut up, Ding Dong.
It also has Zoe Dutch or Deutsch. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say it. She's always very, very adorable in every movie she's in. And what'd you say?
I said not this one.
Did you see this movie?
No, but she's a cannibal.
No, he's talking about the outfit.
I'm talking about the outfit.
No, you said she was adorable in every movie.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, but I guess you're talking about the Bones one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen that, so maybe I don't want to see it now. Who else is in it? I feel like there's a surprise cast, but anyway, very great dialogue movie because that's mostly what it is. There's a little bit. I talked about a little bit of that Tarantino tension, but then has some like Wes Anderson, undefinable Wes Anderson charm.
So symmetry.
Although Johnny, my friend Johnny, he told me that it was the composer was a Wes Anderson. He does a lot of his movies, so I guess that's where it came from. But yeah, delightful movie.
He's won a lot of awards. His last one was 2020 for the trial of the Chicago 7.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That would be so good.
Never saw
All
it.
right, so that's our number 1 movies
Great.
for the whole year. That's our 10 list. This year was not, I wouldn't say the greatest for movies,
This was
but
an odd year.
yeah.
It had standouts. Which
We
was nice.
actually, this is the first time in House 6 where we actually saw movies consistently in the theaters this year.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, next year should be good. So why don't we get into our most anticipated movies of the year list? Do you have an order? Ron?
I have an
Yeah, I
order
do.
going.
Okay. So why don't we just start with our number 6? Thomas, you want to kick us off?
Number 6, Barbie. Well, I'm curious. Like, I don't know I have no idea what the tone that they're going for. If they're going like super like goofy, is this going to be like, or is it going to be like super commentary? And like, I don't know, because it's Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig. So it's like, but then we got that trailer and we're just like, huh? I have no idea. So I'm curious.
I know. I hope it's good.
I do too.
I hope it's just so crazy it's good, but it also could be really bad. So.
It could also be super pretentious and like just not win me over, because there's like a fine line with both of them where they're like, where they try to say something really profound and then they overshoot and it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my number 6 is Barbie. I was going through these and I was like, what am I excited for? And I was like, I don't think I've been more intrigued by a trailer or posters or news or anything than this movie. It is going at least somewhere on this.
I'm gonna have to watch this for the show.
Oh, I'm totally gonna watch this.
Are you kidding me?
It comes out the
Ryan
same.
Gosling.
It
It,
comes out
looks
the
like
s-
crap.
Margot
What are we
Robbie.
talking
It
about?
comes out the same day.
Am I losing my mind?
as Oppenheimer? So we're gonna do a duel on that one.
Well, back to back.
Back to back, baby.
Yeah, I'm totally interested in this movie.
My number 6 is Creed 3.
That was my number 6 before Barbie pushed Creed out.
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
if I would have thought about it, I might have pushed it out because I'm hyped for this movie. Well, I watched the commercials with like Jared and Jonah. They weren't that hyped on it. So
Until I heard some news.
okay, so yeah, I love the Rocky movies, and I'm ready to see people fight. So
So I'm actually excited for Wonka.
Oh,
I forgot that was coming out. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
saying.
over here talking about
Google,
Barbie.
Michael.
We don't have a trailer yet, though.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's slated to come out next year, and I do like the Willy Wonka like franchise, so I'm hoping this is good.
True.
Nice.
True.
My number 6 is Suzume, the movie from the Your Name director, his next movie.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't have anything to say about this. So
Okay.
I just can't wait.
Fair enough.
His new movie.
My number 5 is Infinity Pool by Brandon Cronenberg. When I saw that, I was like, Brandon Cronenberg. It's like, it can't be like more than one Cronenberg in Hollywood. It is his son.
He did that Possessor.
Possessor,
It's
yeah.
really good.
It's Alexander Skarsgård, and I really like him as an actor.
We know.
So we'll see. It looks weird, but if you've seen anything by any other Cronenberg, it's weird as like normal.
It's weird, but it's awesome.
Yeah. Did you see the Crimes of the Future?
I didn't get to see that one yet.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Very him.
Question: Did you see the Crimes of the Future?
I saw it coming.
So. Minority Report. Pre-crime. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I have no idea what it's about. Like even like the trailer, I'm just like, I have no clue. Like really, I get like a smidgen of like the plot, and it goes crazy from there. So you're like,
My final hope for Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is my last and final hope. If this is done, then if this is as bad as the other ones have been, I'm like, that's
so
literally no hope left.
So if this is as bad as like the rest of Phase 4, will you stop seeing them in theaters?
Probably, honestly.
Because you just watch them.
Because I
on
mean,
Disney Plus.
we waited forever to watch Thor and Black Panther. Like we waited a while, and normally that's a day one for me. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, I'm going to adventure everyone else in the theater. And now I'm like, I should.
I'm kind of like dreaded to go.
So yeah,
You heard it. You heard it, Marvel. You're losing Michael.
you're losing it.
my number 5 is also my last hope for Marvel, but it's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. I love Ant-Man, the character. He's funny, and I love those movies. So if they don't, and this one is Kang, so it's affecting the whole Marvel universe. So if they can't pull this one off, it's
Should be setting it up for the next Avengers, right?
Yeah.
I
So
Totally forgot about that.
I thought about putting it on there, but I was like, hey, yeah, we'll see.
I'm sorry this is so low, but it's Dune Part 2.
I figured.
Yeah. I love Dune, but
Yeah, that one got bumped from my list.
yeah.
Easily bumped. No offense.
Like I like
He's like, piece of crap, no offense.
He's like, if you weren't insulted yet, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna really twist the dagger in.
like I really enjoyed the first one, but I don't know. I don't have much hype.
Too
for
much
this
sand.
one.
What's funny about the second one, it's like, I mean, I love Dune. Whatever. We're moving past that. The second part is like not my least favorite, but it's not my favorite part.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
like
the
the
first-
best stuff.
The first part is probably the best part.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Still love it.
so
Best movie I've ever seen.
Alrighty.
Alex.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. This one, I don't know. I feel like Tenet was such a blech for me that it made me not want to put this on the list. But it is, we got our boy Killian, we got some cool
Don't
visuals,
say our boy.
we got a lot of that stuff. So Oppenheimer is my number 5. Definitely excited for it. We'll see though. I'm walking in with my arms crossed in the theater now. Like, all right, Nolan, come on.
Uncross my arms.
You heard it, Nolan. You're losing Alex.
My number 4 is When You Finish Saving the World. It's that A24 movie about it's about this kid who's trying to become like a streamer and like video games type stuff, and he's having a really difficult relationship with his mother and his other family members in school, and just looks interesting. It's got Finn Wolfhard, which has a weird name.
It's a cool name though.
Definitely made up though. Like, that's definitely a screen name. I don't know. It just looks very interesting. It's kind of like I'm not terribly impressed with like the kid actors of Stranger Things, but this one looks like he's actually like, coming into like his range, and so it looks good.
Wait, which one is it from Stranger Things?
The
Mike.
Yeah,
Mike.
Mike. I was like, what is his name? My number, not 3, 4.
Yes.
4.
Like I didn't number any of these. I just put them straight down on the list. Is oh god, please live my childhood dreams, make them real and lovely. Super Mario Bros. I want this movie to be good so badly. It looks so good, and gosh, I show my because we bought Alex and I split, and we got our nephews a Switch for Christmas because they love Mario, but they never play Mario. I'm like, well, you have to play Mario. And
What has to play?
Mario.
Okay.
Mario.
Mario.
And so we also showed them the trailer for the movie, and they were like, "There's Bowser and there's Donkey Kong." I'm like,
All they care about is Bowser and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
There's 80 plus characters in Smash, and all they ever choose is Bowser and Donkey Kong.
But are they any good at them?
No, they're terrible. Oh my god, they're so bad.
Like I remember having a 64 and I was like okay for a 6-year-old at Smash or 7 or 8-year-old at Smash. They're terrible. It's like they have no idea what's going on. Like I have to teach you. We must go training. Anyway, movie looks great.
You guys are very harsh.
They don't know how to video game.
Oh, it's a
He's 8. It's time to start putting in. He's got to put in the
gotta
work.
become a
Put a
man.
controller in his hands.
I had that kid gaming when he was 3.
I know.
All right, Michael copied my list, so my number 4 is Super Mario Bros. Yeah, all the trailers look great. I'd be very surprised if this movie's not good.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a fun time. So go ahead, Jared.
My number 4 is John Wick 4.
You did that on purpose.
I did until now. I didn't realize that until now.
You did that on purpose.
I love this franchise. They're always fun. They're always just really cool deaths and stuff like that. So I'm excited.
Did you say John Wick 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't have that on your list, Alex. You haven't seen
My number 4 is Creed 3.
Interesting. Is that
Not number 3.
I really like the first. No, I like the first 2.
So why are you trying to break hearts?
That's all right.
You're doing it though.
Jared's like rolling up his sleeve. Anyway, Tom.
My number 3 is John Wick 4.
There you go.
Again, like Jared said, I love this franchise too. The fact that they got Hiroyuki Sandai and Donnie Yen to be in this one, and it looks like Donnie Yen's going to put Keanu Reeves to like the ringer. The fact that they both have the suits and they both have guns and a sword at the same freaking time. It's like, could you get any more like 10-year-old like dreaming up like a combat fight? And it's like, yeah, I have this sword and then I bring out my machine gun. It's just,
That's true. It does bring up the 10-year-old.
yeah. But all 3 have been solid movies. Like they're not boring. The characters are good. I want to see it continue, and yeah, it looks really cool.
Fair enough.
Again.
Number 3 is it feels weird like to think of like saying, "Oh, I'm excited for this movie," because I don't really have a question. Like when I say excited for the rest of these movies, I'm like, "Oh, hope this is good." Da, da, da. But this one's like, I have no question. Spider-Verse 2, like this is gonna be great. Like I have no question about it. So it's like, oh yeah, it's there, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
So the first trailer wasn't that great to me, but this movie's gonna. The last Mission Impossible movie was like one of the best
Incredible.
action movies in the past 10 years. So I'm excited to see if this one lives up to that. So,
All right. My number 3, I copied Michael, is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And I have like the same opinion as him.
Goodness.
My number 3 is Spider-Man. Across the Spider-Verse.
okay,
Well done, everyone.
trifecta.
Yeah. Thomas.
My number 2
Number 2.
is Oppenheimer. This looks pretty awesome. It's getting a lot of buzz. The fact that Chris Nolan apparently decided to nuke
The wall of
the
the world.
desert for film purposes. He's like, I'm not satisfied with this. They're like, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Blow it up? He's like,
Yes.
yes. Cillian Murphy looks great. Robert Downey Jr. looked completely different.
Yeah.
That kind of shocked me.
I don't remember
cool.
seeing him in the trailers. So-
He's not in the trailer.
Buzzed.
He's,
But he's just in
They
photos.
just showed
Oh,
a
okay,
picture.
okay.
but he looks not himself. And
That's so exciting. Oh, that's so exciting to see
Yeah.
him in another movie, but not Stark.
Not Stark, yeah. And so, well, the fact that, well, I mean, these guys were kind of Tony Stark, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting. The fact that we might get to see like Albert Einstein on there too, it's kind of cool. Like everybody knows like these names, but they don't really know who these guys were.
Albert Einstein, played by Daniel Radcliffe.
No. So we'll see. Like I'm also curious why they shot part of it in black and white. I don't know if that's like a flashback scenes because like again time.
Memento.
I bet.
Well, Mementos because it was cheap.
I bet it's all the
just seen
scenes. All the scenes before they set off the nuke, and once they set off the nuke, color just exploded.
That could very be possible.
Sorry,
Those scientists brought us color.
I meant the following.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
The following is because
okay.
it's black and white was
Yeah.
cheap film.
Oh,
I just meant Memento because it's half black and white, half color. So
So that's something I'm excited about though.
Yeah, going same thing. Oppenheimer's my number 2. Great cast, it's Christopher Nolan. Like I still liked Tenet. I need to rewatch it to see where my final verdict lands on it, but I definitely did like it. But this movie looks great, and the cast is just freaking stacked, man. It's like all of them, like, oh my gosh, they're in that. Oh my gosh.
Also, like the thing with Nolan is like, right, yeah, cool. We have this cast. Who else is in it that they're
Yeah,
not
it's like
telling
you don't
about?
actually know.
Because like in freaking Interstellar, you're like
Yeah.
Matt
Where
freaking
are you
Damon
at
showed up.
here?
So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this movie. Trailer's great.
So my number 2 is Dune Part 2. So
You did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, I love the first one. They got the atmosphere totally right. So I'm excited to see how they end this saga. Okay.
and that's right. This is it, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about the end, but
No.
they started the story in 1 and finished it in 2. So
Interesting.
it's got an interesting cast. The people they added. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Christopher Walken as the freaking
Emperor, yeah.
Emperor.
My number 2 is Creed 3.
Did you already say Creed?
No.
No, I did.
No.
You said Creed 3.
I'm a fan of the Rocky movies. I really like the Creed movies. I love boxing, and then Michael B. Jordan said this is based off of an anime, and I was like, please.
Oh, I did
and he said
forget about
Hajime
that.
no Ippo, and I was like, I'm there. Like, just give it to me now. So I can't wait.
You know he's gonna be doing the
Yeah.
whatever that
The
movie's
Dempsey
called.
roll.
Yeah, Dempsey roll. My number 2 is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Really?
Why?
The two?
Gross.
I love that series, and I like 4 a lot. 4 is really good. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, I'm calling it audible. Jonah, hop in.
I need to watch it again. I've only seen every movie once, but I remember watching 4, and maybe it's because my expectations were so low where I was like, what's wrong with this? Like, this is totally
A lot is
It's
wrong with
way
that
better than
movie.
Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom sucks.
No.
Temple of Doom.
Movie's trash.
What?
But I'm
It is trash.
on the
It's not
same
bad.
page of Alex, but different because I think 4 is the same as the others because they're all not great.
You're
Oh, you're wrong.
your opinion just aided nothing here. You just
I
derailed
know.
everything.
I-
let me gush about
I'm
this.
Call
sharing
Johnny.
the
We got
I'm sharing
Marina
the
replacement.
All right. But I mean, the trailer I think looks awesome. It has Boyd Holbrook, which he's just so cool. It has Mads Mikkelsen, who is also so cool.
Mickelson.
Whatever. And then, yeah, Harrison Ford. Man, can you go wrong, man? This movie looks great.
Yes, you can go wrong.
It does- the
And
trailer-
4
the trailer did
went
look-
wrong.
4 was good.
No,
I'm gonna watch it again before the end. That'll be my.
We're gonna hear an apology, guys. I was wrong.
I add that to my New Year's resolution thing.
New
Yeah.
Year's
Watch all the
resolution.
whatever they're called again.
My number 1 is Dune Part 2. I cannot wait for this to happen. Like and the fact that the first one was kind of like no one really knew that it was going to be a part 1 until like it showed us like Dune Part 1, and they still hadn't really confirmed that they were going to do a Part 2 until the movie came out. It's like that's a bold choice. Okay,
When does this come out?
I think
Yeah,
October.
I'm saying, I think same time.
Again, you're not gonna get your Halloween episode again.
It's going to be in theaters for a while.
Maybe it'll be November. Sometimes they
Yeah,
don't.
I think they did push it back.
Yeah.
Because
Well, it
Okay.
just
for Jerry.
I don't care
it just
anymore.
finished like most of the filming, so it's in post production now. So I'm excited. They got Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan. And like I said, I don't know what the decision to cast Christopher Walken as the Padishar Emperor, but I wonder if they're taking that cue from freaking Jodorowsky of casting Dali as the Emperor. So maybe this one a crazy person. I don't know.
We need the spies.
Yeah. Well, he's like, the spice, it must flow.
The mail.
The Sardaukar.
Not the mayo.
Baron, how are you? I'm sure we're all gonna really enjoy that. I don't know. I'm super excited for it, and I'll probably be nerding out as much as I was at the first one, because I was a little insufferable when in the theater. I was like, Jared, Michael,
You were insufferable the year leading up to
the things I love are on the screen. Enjoy them with me. So, yeah, I'm excited. Number one.
Come on. It's Tom Cruise.
Oh,
It's Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Because, yes, the trailer was weird, but I feel like they're keeping a lot of stuff secret, which I want them to do.
Yeah.
I feel like he learned with Maverick.
I liked the trailer.
But it wasn't there wasn't a lot to it, though.
yeah.
It was more like a teaser. to
Yeah,
me,
but man, like Joseph said, Fallout was incredible, and good Lord, just give it to me. That's what Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise
It's been
can
too
do
long.
no
It's
wrong.
been too long. The tone is. I like the tone.
Some of his movies in the
Ready for
80s
it.
were not that great.
Yeah, Top Gun. Besides that,
Those were his movies. All right.
Oh, my number one is Oppenheimer.
course. Yeah,
Like Alex said, I kind of need a Nolan rebound, so I'm hoping that this is it, and I'm excited to see how he plays with the genre.
I feel like you can't go wrong with Cillian Murphy. The fact that he's in the
he's
forefront, I'm
so
like,
good,
yes.
man. He's so
Yes.
freaking good.
Can't go wrong.
Jared?
Can't go wrong with that.
Mine is Super Mario.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of like these two, we knew.
I don't have anything to say.
Go on.
That's it.
Go
Move on.
Well, running full circle on this podcast with me, mine's Mario as well.
Oh.
I can't wait for that movie. Those trailers look awesome.
They do look great.
And I'm very excited. I don't mind Chris Pratt. I still don't understand why they do Mario, but a lot of people, I think maybe you made the point, or Johnny made the point, but you might not want that for a whole movie of Mario,
Yeah.
of the original voice. So with that, I mean, it just looks great. I cannot wait to take my nephews to see that. I'll probably enjoy it more than they will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
You're going to be like me and Dune. The things I love are on the screen.
the year leading up. I'm like, you guys remember? They're like, we don't care anymore. I'm 9 now.
All right, so that's our episode in wrapping up this year. So thanks, guys, for a year of movies.
You can do resolutions?
I did do
We
resolutions.
did
Resolution.
No, we did do resolutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I do mine?
That happened already.
Oh, I added it. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that. I put it in order. So I forgot. Yeah, I'm adding Indiana Jones, the whole series, to mine. So sorry for the interruption.
We gotta record this
Got
again.
snakes on the podcast.
Start over.
No, but I hope you guys enjoyed movies as much as I did, watching movies together. And we'll be back for next year, even more content. So look us up at That's Good Stuff on YouTube. Definitely, you'll see more content there. And subscribe and like wherever you are, and we will keep doing it. So thanks, and Jared, take us out.
That's good stuff.
You're seducing that camera.